Hey friends, it is Becky Davidson, and your next training is on how to build know, like, and trust. Effortless know, like, and trust to close more sales. And this is part of the Sales Mastery Academy. So thank you for being part of our academy. And this is so super, super important, especially in this day and age, as opposed to like 20 years ago or 30 years ago when I was in sales years ago. Know, like, and trust wasn't as important. But I want you to know that your prospect, your buyers are being inundated with messages and they're being wooed by other people. So if you want to give them a reason to raise their hand and want to do business with you, or on a call, want to take it to the next level and make a decision, a buying decision, we have to get really good at building effortless know, like, and trust so they want to trust us. So let's go through and get started. All right. So the biggest silent objection you face is no, like, and trust. So when you're on sales calls, as I always say, your whole sales call and from start to finish, whether it's in prospecting or on the call, the thing that we're doing is constantly intercepting sales resistance and objection. And one of the biggest killers of the sale is the silent objection. Those are the ones that they don't raise their hand and tell you. They're not gonna say, "Oh, well, I don't know you," or "I don't like you," or "I don't like your vibe. I'm not going to buy from you." They just go, "Okay, thanks. I'll think about it." And off they go. But the biggest silent objection is know, like, and trust. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. And so if you want to grow your business, attract your clients, give them a reason to want to book an appointment with you, want to make a decision, you have to do that. And so we want to build know, like, and trust on a variety of different ways. By the time we get on the sales call, we already want them to believe in us, and we already want them to know, like, and trust us. So it makes the conversion rate much higher. So you want to address that know, like, and trust concern through social media. You have to be on social media, really attacking it. And we're going to talk about some of the things you can do on social media to build your know, like, and trust. You also want to address that silent objection or concern through your sales ecosystem. Part of that could be your email marketing. Every touch point that you have, because I call the ecosystem a spider web of connection, is building up. Wow, Becky knows what she's talking about. Wow, I trust Becky. Wow, she is working with a lot of people. So it's not always what you say, it's the perception they have of you. So are you building know, like, and trust in your ecosystem? Building know, like, and trust in your networking. If you're doing networking or after hours or showing up or on LinkedIn, that's networking. You want to build that know, like, and trust. They go, "Oh, I really like her. I need her. I want her." And maybe that comes from some shout outs, people liking, we're going to talk all the things. But then also on the sales call, you want to lower that resistance, get rid of all of the fears, the doubt, the disbelief, and build that trust. People buy from people they trust. And so we want to talk about how to build trust so they'll spend more. They would rather spend a little more and work with you because they know they can trust you. And that's what will happen. People will spend more with people they trust. So we're going to go through it. I think I have like 16 things to be doing consistently to build your know, like, and trust, whether it's on social media, whether it's on a call. But number one, be clear, be congruent, be consistent. And so that is really important. I think the most important of those three words for me in the know, like, and trust arena is congruency. Have you ever heard of someone that talks about something that, "Oh, you got to do this," and they talk about all that, and then they're not doing it themselves? Like, "Oh, you got to be prospecting all the time," but they're not doing it. You got to be showing up and doing XYZ, but they're not doing it. So I love congruency. You're doing what you say, you're following through, you're very congruent in your message, consistent in your message. Because over time, I mean, if you're over here 1 minute and over there 1 minute, and you're talking about this 1 minute, and it's hard to build that trust if you're all over the place. So be clear, be congruent, be consistent. I teach people how to close 1 to 5 sales a week, every week on repeat. I say that all the time. I'm very clear, very congruent, and very consistent in that messaging. What are you clear, congruent, and consistent in messaging? Because the more they hear it, the more they see it and feel it and hear it, the more they're going to believe it. Number two, keep it simple. I find that a lot of times salespeople want to dazzle people with their BS or they want to dazzle them with their knowledge and expertise by using all these big words. Keep it simple. The people that make the most money in sales can take a complex idea and make it simple to understand. Confused minds do nothing. And so be straightforward and simple and don't confuse. That makes people say, "Oh, wow, I like her. She made that easy to understand." If I have someone, and I've had salespeople that talked all around and had this grandiose conversation, it was like I didn't want to feel like a dummy and ask questions because I and I just didn't feel genuine. So when you keep it simple, they feel comfortable asking questions and working with you. Number three, be authentic and build your authority. Authenticity and authority. People want to deal with real people, especially with AI. I mean, how many times do you read something on social and go, "Oh wow, oh wow," and then you're like, "Is that AI or is that real? Is that really true or is that AI?" Well, that's how people are starting to think about all of us. Like, "Oh, is Becky really the real deal or is that just AI, composing these graphics and this, on this LinkedIn post that she does?" Speak from your heart, speak from your words, be consistent and congruent, but build your authenticity so people know you are the real deal. And at the same time, build authority. Show your authority by sharing tips and content, being straightforward, and touch them on all different touch points, especially video. I can do a lot of AI and make this look good and that look good, but when I go live on a video like this, it's all me. You're getting Becky free flow in here, and it's hard to be like lacking in skill and be able to eloquently answer and share tips and strategies and how to. And if you can answer and be really good at communicating, it'll show authenticity and authority that you know what you're talking about, and that builds trust. Number four, reduce perceived risk. I thought I fixed that, darn it. Reduce perceived risk. So, there are a lot of people don't want to buy because they feel like, "Oh, I don't want to waste my money. I don't want it to be," they're worried about risk. So, how can you reduce perceived risk? Social proof, show up, testimonials, LinkedIn recommendations, Google reviews. Are you actively showcasing social proof? You working with people, you having success, showing your work. Are you showing your work? Number five, humility over arrogance. Hey, I've stumbled across some arrogant people in sales, and I'm not a fan. And sometimes they might be great people, but maybe it's a little off-putting. Maybe it's a little intimidating. Maybe someone's like, "Oh, well, he's awful arrogant. I don't want to work, I don't want to talk to that person." Why risk losing opportunities just because you want to show off how good you are? And maybe that's not how they mean, but do a self-assessment. Ask peers, do I come across? Because sometimes confidence and authority can tap the arrogance button. So make sure that you're confident and you're convicted, but with an element of humility and humbleness, that you don't know everything. You're an expert on the expert matter that you're talking, but hey, you're always open to learning. I always say, "Hey, I've been in sales 40 years. I know a lot. I feel like I'm an expert on that subject matter, but I'm always learning. I'm always learning. I don't feel like I know everything. I'm never going to act like I know everything." So I'm sharing expertise without arrogance. And so if you can do that, that builds trust. Number six, teach over pitch. So are you bringing value? Don't just be selling, don't just be pitching, but are you teaching people and teaching them as you're, I mean, I really don't even feel like what I do is selling. It's more communicating solutions for them and teaching them things that they need to know. And if they want to continue learning from me, then there's a decision that we'll have to make how we're going to do that. But teach, bring value, show up, because hey, if you give, then I automatically, there's a law of reciprocity. If you're giving graciously to me, I sometimes want to trust that person, like that person, and want to give back. So teach over pitch. Number seven, oh, I love this, borrow others' trust. go on podcasts, get interviewed, go. I do a lot of, or I try to do a fair amount of live interviews where I'm interviewing people. So they're able to borrow my trust. But you know what? Sometimes I borrow theirs too, because if I'm showcasing them and what we've accomplished and showcasing them, some of their audience is like, oh, wow, Becky's working with that person, and that person, and that person. So are you borrowing other people's trust? So make sure not, try to use people, but hey, if people offer, if people are giving you an opportunity to showcase on their platform, find ways to collaborate, do things together, and do lives together, because then you're borrowing other people's trust. Number 8, make the next steps easy, simple next steps. Don't make it too complex, don't make it too grandiose. Make it easy. Maybe the next step for me is just doing a free sales strategy session. Give them an easy next step. Not, oh, here's my course, buy it. Oh, here you have to buy this thing, but hey, let's do this. How about if we do that? Give them an easy next step, and then every next step might be a little deeper. Number 10, touch all their senses. I know a lot of people that do social media and they kind of just do the same thing over and over and over again, but you want to touch their emotions. You want to touch their, they want to hear your tonality, your voice. And so are you doing video? I know a lot of people really don't enjoy doing video, whether you're being interviewed, whether you're doing live video, whether you're doing short form video, whether you're doing YouTubes, whether you're doing podcasting. Let them hear your voice, not just the words you type on LinkedIn post or an Instagram post. Let them hear your voice, because in that voice, they're going to hear your tonality. They're going to hear your heart. They're going to hear your energy of who you are, and that can resonate with them. Make sure you have an an energy that speaks to the majority of people. So, like an arrogant, cocky energy, ditch the arrogant, cocky energy. You can have fun and you can be playful if that's your personality, or maybe you are arrogant and cocky. Make fun of yourself for being that way. Like, hey, sometimes people think this, but I just really genuinely care, and this is how I come across. So make sure that you touch all the senses. Number 11, empathize. Do you empathize when someone has something, going on, or, do you listen and empathize, or are you just like trying to think of the next thing or how you can spin it to sell them? But really, I mean, people go through hard times, and sometimes they just need someone to listen to them. And you want to earn someone's trust, just listen, be there, support them, encourage them, understand what they're going through, and it can really touch their heart. And when you touch their heart, they're going to reach out a hand to work with you. So empathize with your clients, potential clients. And I don't care what you're selling. I mean, I've sold corporate, industrial chemicals, and staffing services. But hey, people have bad days. People have life that's going on. Don't, spend a little time getting to know who they are and what's going on in their life, and listen to them if they're going through some tough times. It's important. Number 12, watch your tone of voice, your tonality. This kind of goes with the arrogant thing, because people read tone, people read tone in text, emails, on your content. So be really, mindful of how you come across. Be genuine, be gracious, be humble. But you can be bold and be all of those other things. I am straightforward, but I do it in a kind way. And there's ways to ask, bold, tough questions, but to do it in a kind, gentle way. And so I'm going to be bold, but I'm also going to be nice about it. So watch your tonality. Number 13, do your research. If you have a meeting with someone, check them out. Do your research. Like and support their social media. You want them to like you, do something nice. It doesn't cost anything to like or comment or share a post. And that makes them feel good. It makes them feel heard and seen and validated. So do the little things. It doesn't cost anything. Everyone gets so busy just building, 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 but it's all the little things that make a huge difference. But do your research before you sit down. Check out their LinkedIn, check out their website, know a little bit about them. Check out their Facebook and see who they're friends with, and go, oh, wow, we know some similar people. Number 14, active listening. This kind of goes along with empathize, listen, listen, listen. Don't interrupt. Make sure you're listening. 15, how good are you at storytelling? So, storytelling helps to paint a vision of how your services can work. People relate to storytelling. Examples. Hey, this is what I find. A lot of times people are here, and once they work with me, this is what happens. And they want, and then it feels, wow, I can trust her. This really is, this works. Storytelling, not just in the words, but also in pictures that you share, your content that you're posting, so that people can kind of understand the journey and figure that out and kind of see the path that it would be on, what it would feel like to work with you. Find commonalities. Oh my gosh, when I walk in a room, if I'm doing cold calling or going in person, I'm just constantly looking around to see something that we can relate to. If I'm going on Zoom, I'm going to go check out their Facebook page. I'm going to go check out their LinkedIn. Even if we're not friends, I'm going to stalk them because I want to see who we're connected with, who we might know in common. I want to find the commonalities. I want to find something that makes me laugh or smile, or that I can go, oh my gosh, I noticed that you did XYZ. That's really cool. I'm going to always find something besides, here, I'm here to talk to you about sales training. And then number 17, share the journey. Are you sharing the journey? I do a lot of pictures, a lot of selfies with clients or prospects or people I'm networking with, because I'm sharing the journey. Here I am at a Hendersonville Chamber, membership drive. Here I am working here. Here I am doing this. Here, this is one of my clients. Here, this is one of my networking buddies. So I'm constantly sharing the journey. If they don't see you, out of sight, out of mind. Perception isn't always real. Perception isn't always reality, but in the eyes and mind of the beholder, a lot of times it is. And you want them to say, oh, wow, a lot of people trust them. A lot of people like them. They're out there, they're working, they're showing up, they're bringing value, all of those things. It's not just one thing, it's a combination of all of those things. And so by the time my clients meet with me, most often they are already sold on the fact they don't have that objection. They know, like, and trust me, because they know that I am doing good work and I am easy to talk to. I am easy to work with. I should put number 18, be easy to work with. Some people are hard to work with, but make yourself easy to work with, easy to reach out. Don't be intimidating, be easy for people to reach out to you. And I would welcome your things that you do to build know, like, and trust. There's probably many more. Maybe it's, send a thank you note after a meeting, shout them out on social media. There's just a lot of little things that you do. Look for the nuances. Do the and then some. I always said, years and years ago, I heard someone say, hey, you know what makes the difference from winning and losing? Three little words: and then some. Do the and then some. And I promise you, you'll have success. Thanks a bunch to our Sales Mastery Academy, and I will talk to you all real soon.